talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Slot man moves right. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember last drive. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes left side. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown. And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home? I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often. No, they're not choreographed very well usually. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score #1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak. So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice. The Browns drive about to get started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense. I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, he fakes a spike. Flush to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because
This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 56 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Mike 14. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 14's the Mike.
Wentz now on first down. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Bound to lose one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Again, it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Watson being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up when the ball gets to the receiver. Moment of truth.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he finds his man, complete. It's Oliver, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. York now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got his man. It's Thornton. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On first down, it's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll run with Hunt on second down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over with a football. At the 35-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They fake the give. Now Wentz.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
24 is the mic. Oh, you got deep? 24 is the mic. Come to my work.
Now Wentz. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run with Gibson. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
So now Washington will again go for 2.
Wentz going to look to throw.
intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A give running right, Gibson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards.
They run right side with Hunt. Powers through him.
And he'll be out of bounds.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.